Hey traders, it's Greg. So we got I think, a kind of a difficult situation here, um, where the support and resistance areas have become uncertain, whereas this area of minor support, where prices held yesterday after gapping above it, now it's failed. And so as we look to the left, it's like, where is this going to stop? There's nothing between here and here. So when you have a situation like this, this area in between there, give or take, is where prices may stop. Now, the downside momentum is beginning to slow a bit. So this came down really hard. And when it does that, it came down and held this area and winds up failing, went down again. And so the momentum here to here began to slow. And now here, the lows are even closer together, but it hasn't been able to take out an area of major support on the 5-minute chart, which is the pivot high prior to the lower low. So whether it comes all the way down here, we're just going to have to see. None of us know. But on the 5-minute chart, if this was able to get back above that, then it would lead me to think we've got a low in place. We don't have that yet, so we're waiting. And the kind of a crazy thing about it is that we had this move down, and on the gap fill area there, which we pinpointed last week as it came down to that low. And then we get this red bar, which is like, okay, are we now heading lower? And it gaps above the high. And this morning, it looked pretty darn good. We had, a move above that end of day base, and it's holding up there, and then it begins to try and hold into the gap fill, and it fails, and down, down, down. So here we are waiting to see, do we get some type of a bottom here or not? Now looking at the spiders, it's right on top of the 50 MA, which may be calling. So institutions will often support that area as they did here, when it broke down below, and then it was able to get back up above and close above it, and then the attempt to break down again, you get the gap up. So looking at the spiders, it's a little more clear as to the support area that we have in the top of that bar. Not that it's all that significant, but it's something compared to the Qs, as well as the 50 MA being right there, and these, that overlapping area, which is the same area here. So we're waiting to see if this retest forms some type of a reversal and then back up again. So we're in monitoring mode. We're waiting. So far, sellers are still in control, no doubt of that. This initial retracement looked like it was going to get through it. It didn't. Sellers showed up again. So now we wait to see, do we get a W type of a pattern here and reversal, or the sellers continue to push it down? In other words, it's just not clear. The same thing pre-market when I spoke about things being out of sync and we were going to need more data, more information, some backing and filling before we'd have high probability swing trades. So we don't have that yet, and we don't have a high probability setup just yet on the intraday timeframes. We'll see as they get down here. And this kind of a move has never been something historically that I've been good at partaking in, because it doesn't show me any kind of pattern where it retraces back up, or there's not even a continuation pattern on here. So, such days are going to happen, and I guess we just call this someone else's money, because it isn't shaping up for me yet. I've had some scalper trades, but nothing of great significance. So we'll see how this unfolds and what it looks like at the end of the day. As always, if you have any questions, email Dan and Greg at Master Trader.